One lottery ticket makes a big difference for our state students. And when I say big, I mean bigger than jackpot big. Since 2002, South Carolina students have benefited from more than $6 billion in lottery-funded scholarships and grants, including the Life, Hope, and Palmetto Fellow Scholarships. With every lottery play, you're supporting our students, and that adds up in a big way. That's why education is our middle name. Learn more at sceducationlottery.com/betteryou.
All right, we're going to shift gears, get ready for War of the Roses. We got Natasha on the line. Natasha, what's going on with you?
So I'm married, and I went on a date with my husband, and he was acting so weird with the waitress. I think there's something going on between them.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you. And let's take this case.
Yes, let's take this case.
War of the Roses. We'll do it. It starts next with Johnjay and Rich.
They see me rolling, they hating, patrolling and trying to catch me riding dirty, trying to catch me riding, trying to catch me riding dirty.
Not only do you need to know if they're cheating, you deserve to know the truth. War of the Roses, right now with Johnjay and Rich.
Johnjay and Rich, it's time for War of the Roses. We got Natasha on the line. She thinks someone's cheating. Good morning, Natasha.
Good morning.
Are we talking about
Thank
a
you for
boyfriend?
taking my call.
Are we talking about a boyfriend or husband?
My husband.
Okay, just a real quick recap. So Natasha thinks her boyfriend's cheating. We're going to call him up. I'm sorry, your husband's cheating. We're going to call him up, see if he will send flowers to her or someone else. But we're going to get the story first. So what is the story, Natasha?
So over the weekend, my husband and I went to dinner, and I felt like something was off from the beginning about the whole evening. Like from the start, he was super reluctant to go to the restaurant that I chose, which is not like him at all. He was acting distant, like almost jumpy, you know? And then we get to the restaurant, and as we're seated, our server comes over and introduces herself. And she seems like nice at first, but not 5 minutes after that, she comes back with another server and introduces her and says that she'll be taking over our table. And that's when, like, things got super strange. The second server kept glancing at my husband like she knew him, and he couldn't even look at her in the eye at all. It was like there was, like, some unspoken history, like they were trying to keep under wraps. And as the dinner went on, the service was absolutely terrible. Like, she was super rude. She barely attentive, and it felt like she went out of her way to be fully dismissive of us. And despite all of that, when the check came, my husband insisted on leaving her an absurd 35% tip. I couldn't wrap my head around it. Like, why reward her when she gave us such awful service? I couldn't believe it. And then to make it worse, I noticed, like, some of the other servers were, like, whispering and glancing over at us like they were on some, like, secret, you know? It was horrible. I can't shake the feeling that my husband might be sneaking around with this girl or something, because the vibe was just too weird to ignore. And this just happened this weekend, but the whole night just left me with a pit in my stomach, and now I can't stop wondering if there's something going on that he's not telling me. And so I did ask him about it, but he just got mad and refused to talk to me.
Wow.
What do you mean? Like, what did you say? What did you ask him?
I said, what was all that about? Like, I told him everything. I said, this was so weird. You and her you couldn't even stare at her eyes for a second, and she just kept, like, staring at you. Like, just staring at you. And, like, there was something between the tension. The tension was so bad, and he just was like, no. What? I don't know what you're talking about. You're just making things up, like just yelling at me as you know.
You're making it up,
and that's where
I'm making it
suspicious, right?
His reactions make it what's super shady to me, because I can see, like, being in that situation and getting that uncomfortable, like, gut feeling, like something is definitely going on here, and then to have him be like, "No, you're just making things up," I'd be like, "Oh, confirmed."
Plus, can't you put yourself in the position of the servers? They're like, oh my God, Francine, Joseph is here. with somebody else. Who is that? That's got to be his wife. Oh my God, switch tables with me.
Yeah,
Whatever. I mean, like all
totally.
that was going on, and then she's getting angrier and angrier. But let me tell you something. Out of this whole story, you know what really, really blew my mind is that you look at a number and you're like 35% tip. Like, I would not know if it was 20. I heard double the tax. I know that's 20%, but to come up with 35%, to know that number is 35%.
That's why I don't mess with Natasha.
Without a calculator there, without doing whatever. Like whatever that bill was. Let's say it's $217. I don't know what 35% is.
Yeah.
So if it was $235 and my wife left a tip, I couldn't go, that's 27%. That's 45%. I would know 100%.
knows math.
Like, where do you
I'm
get?
really good with math.
You must be.
I had to get my phone to realize, and I was like, what is this? Yeah.
Well,
You got your phone out. You're like, that's a 35% tip.
Percent of is.
but if you notice that, if you're that sharp on that, then your gut, like giving you signals, probably don't mess with Natasha. She's on to something.
Yeah.
Okay, let's call your husband. What's his name?
Joseph.
Okay. That's right. I have it right in front of me, as a matter of fact.
You even said it already.
I know. I forgot. All right. We're going to call Joseph and see who he sends flowers to. You or the server. Do you know her name?
No.
Okay.
I don't want to know her name.
Okay, we're going to find out. War of the Roses continues next with Johnjay and Rich.
I leave quite an impression. You'll just have to taste me when he's kissing me.
Johnjay and Rich, we're in the middle of War of the Roses. You got Natasha and Joseph. How long you guys been married, Natasha?
We've been married for 4 years.
4 years. She thinks he's cheating because of something that happened the other day. Quick version, they went to a restaurant for dinner. The server switched servers, and then that server acted weird. I mean, really weird. Horrible service. Kept staring at her husband. She knew something was up. You got women's intuition, and when you experience that, you know. All right. Let's see who he sends flowers to.
Hello?
Hi, is Joseph available?
This is Joseph.
Oh, perfect. Just the man I'm looking for. Hi, I hope I find you well in this new year. So my name is Olivia. I'm with a new company. We're called JNR Flowers. We're trying to like step up our marketing for 2025. So it's kind of, you get to benefit from that, Joseph. You get to be one of our micro influencers. So we feel like the best way for people to experience JNR Flowers is to be able to send our flowers and just sort of see the love and joy that is received when you get these beautiful flowers. So what it means for you to be a micro influencer, Joseph, is you get to send our most romantic bouquet of flowers. We call it our pure passion bouquet. It's kind of cute. Dozen red roses, comes in a beautiful crystal vase. You get to send it totally free. And all we kind of ask in return is that maybe you share us on whichever social media platform you use the most. So we get a little bit of marketing out of it, and you get to be like the man and didn't have to pay for these, but no one will know it was free.
Oh, cool. Yeah, that sounds good.
Perfect. So we are going to send the roses out with just a nice little card. And I always just tell people this is your chance to personalize it. They are, like I said, very romantic and beautiful on their own. But, you know, depending on the nature of your relationship, some people get fun, a little flirty. Some people get dirty. So, you know, I've kind of seen it all. But I am ready to put that message on the card whenever you are.
I think I'll just keep it simple with an I love you. I wouldn't want to overdo it with my wife. She's not the happiest with me right now.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Simplicity is nice. Okay. So I love you. Love Joseph. And then I didn't get your wife's name. Who did you want me to address it to?
It's Natasha.
Okay. Well,
Joseph.
hopefully.
I can't stop thinking about the other night. Like that dinner was just so weird. From the second we walked into the restaurant, you were like so off, and like you didn't even want to be there. What was that about?
Whoa! What is going on?
Joseph, let me tell you what's going on. You're on the radio, the Johnjay and Rich radio program, War of the Roses. Your wife thought you were acting really strange with this waitress, and so she thought maybe you were cheating on her.
No, Natasha. No, I told you, no, I'm not cheating on you. I haven't been cheating on you. That was nothing.
Well, what was it?
Nothing. Yeah, it was something. You cannot just brush it off like that. It was something. You couldn't even look at that girl in the eye. You acted like you were trying to hide something. Like, you think I didn't notice that?
It was nothing. I swear. I think you're blowing this out of proportion. I don't know what is going on with. You could have just talked to me. It's fine. I don't know.
You think I'm blowing it out of proportion? That's what you think. You seriously expect me to believe that? After everything that happened, I saw the way that she looked at you and the way you kept avoiding her fully. Like she was just some ghost you were trying to escape. It was freaking weird, Joseph.
It wasn't like that. It wasn't like that, Natasha. It really wasn't. Okay?
Oh, my God. Yeah. What about that tip? 35% for that awful service? What was that about, Joseph? Like, why would you reward that kind of behavior?
Okay. The truth is, before we were serious, I hooked up with our server, and but I had ended things to be with you, and that was a long time ago, and I just didn't want to bring it up. I didn't think it was that big of a deal. Because I want to be with you. I wanted to be with you. And, I just tipped her so that she wouldn't pull you aside or say something or whatever. I don't know.
But why would that matter if you broke up with her before you started up with your wife?
It's just, it was early on, like when we weren't serious, so there was like, slide. I just didn't want anything weird.
A little bit of overlap.
Overlapping time.
Yeah.
I'm just with Natasha, I don't want to stress her out, and she was probably upset that, she's seeing the person I left her for, so.
That's why you didn't want to go to that restaurant probably too, huh?
For sure. Yeah.
But how would you even know she still works there? I mean, wasn't that like 4 years ago?
I wouldn't have known. I'm just saying, it's like best to avoid that sort of stuff.
Oh, my gosh. So you hooked up with her while we were dating?
It wasn't serious.
Is that what you're saying? F*** you, Joseph. I marry you and you cheated on me. I don't even know what to say right now.
Natasha.
I have to go. I'm sorry, you guys. I can't do this.
Well, wait a minute. You called us, so I think
it's pretty shocking.
Wait a minute. If I'm understanding what he's saying, they were dating. They were dating, right?
Right.
So they weren't married. So when they were married, like he just didn't come clean about his past, right? So that's cheating.
And there's some overlap.
Overlap in the dating, though.
In the sleeping together.
Is that?
I mean, I was serious with him from the beginning, so I don't understand how this is much different. It's like he cheated on me whenever, we were serious.
In your eyes, right? So he may have not, you guys may have not defined the relationship yet, but.
But you also have a happy marriage, right?
Yes, I think everything's okay. This is way out of proportion.
You've been married 4 years. You've had a happy marriage. So whatever happened between him and this girl happened 5 years ago, 6 years ago?
But why is it so weird still?
Yeah.
Well, maybe he's a human being.
Weird?
Maybe he has feelings for this person.
You think he has feelings for her? That's even
whatever.
worse.
I think if you have a relationship with someone and you see them again after a while, there must be God, must be some like butterflies.
God, let's get out of here and let me tell my wife.
Well, there's that too.
Yeah,
Everybody
like,
has.
dude, I don't want to eat here. Like when
This
we
is
were,
weird.
there was this whole thing in the beginning of our relationship. I was kind of seeing that girl, and it's just awkward to be around her. Be honest about it.
I agree with you. I totally agree with you. But maybe he's not like that, and that's. I mean, I would just hate to see them throw what could be a great marriage away because of something that happened 6 years ago.
Well, for
when they were
sure.
dating.
Definitely think they should talk it out, but I can
agree
also
too.
see where she may be feeling like, oh wow, then is our whole marriage based on a lie?
Yeah.
Like
She's like blindsided.
what else are you hiding from me? There's all these things that go through her head too. So definitely need to talk it out. Maybe some counseling could help.
I wouldn't throw the whole thing away. You know what I mean?
I don't think I would either. Yeah, there's definitely a conversation, but that could be what she just heard was very jarring, I think, for all of us. Right?
Especially denying it so vehemently at the beginning, too. Nothing, you didn't see anything.
After seeing the Jerry Springer documentary, this is so nice. This is such a beautiful situation that can be fixed and live happily ever after. All right, you guys, so consider that. Or Joseph, put on the Jerry Springer thing and go, huh? That's not me. That's on Netflix, by the way. Okay, thank you both for going on the air.
Good luck, you guys.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, bye-bye. That's War of the Roses. Johnjay and Rich.
Step into the world of power, loyalty, and luck.
I'm going to make him an offer he can't refuse.
With family, cannolis, and spins mean everything.
Now, you want to get mixed up in the family business.
Introducing The Godfather at ChumbaCasino.com. Test your luck in the shadowy world of The Godfather slot.
Someday, I will call upon you to do a service for me.
Play The Godfather, now at ChumbaCasino.com.
Welcome to the family.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 21 plus. Terms and conditions apply.
What are you looking for in a new smart TV? 4K picture quality? High quality and immersive sound? A sleek design? All of those are givens, but only the new Roku Pro Series has all of those and the Roku streaming experience, an award-winning OS. Get fast, easy access to all your apps like iHeart, where you can stream all your favorite music, radio, and podcasts all day, and regular all-inclusive trips to Roku City. The new Roku Pro Series, a smart TV built by the streaming pros.
Okay, real talk. We're all kind of hooked on our phones. It's full of shiny apps designed to keep your attention captive forever. But there's real-life stuff to do other than scrolling, and I'm here to help. I'm Christina Quinn, the host of Try This, a podcast from The Washington Post. The show explores solutions for life's common problems. And this season, we're learning to tame the dopamine beast and reclaim our attention in this noisy and distracting world. So let's tame the beast together. Find Try This from The Washington Post wherever you listen.
Breaking news from the stadium tonight as an anonymous fan foot the bill for 55,000 hot dogs, bringing that sweet tubed meat to everyone in attendance.
Free dogs! Yeah!
55,000 hot dogs? What does that even cost?
While the identity of this Frankfurter philanthropist remains anonymous, their all-beefy generosity will go down in history.
The new Mega Millions. More to win means more to give. How you spend it is up to you.
Yeah! For game odds and details, visit SCEducationLottery.com.